The Queen of EU rejoiners, Gina Miller, has been cancelled by a bank. Yes, she has been debanked. I'm going to try not to laugh during this video because it's quite concerning, but for a whole different reason compared to Nigel Farage. This is about Gina Miller. You remember her? Yeah, allegedly a lawyer, failed lawyer, and she became a massive campaigner to stop Brexit. And she massively failed. In fact, the legislation or the court ruling that she was pushing for resulted in Brexit. So thanks for that, Gina. Backfired on the Ramonas and all the MPs. But now she has a new party. Remember we talked about Gina Miller's new political party a year ago? And since then we haven't said anything because they haven't done anything about it. What was it called? True and Fair. Gina Miller has a new party. They decided to open a bank account with Monzo. One of the new banks, online banks. Monzo has now decided to close the party's bank account without explanation initially. It's quite concerning. It's just funny because I did warn them this week and last week. I said all these lefties and liberals who are laughing at Nigel Farage and debanking, it's going to come for you as well. It's going to happen to you for whatever reason. So this one is not the same cancellation as Nigel Farage. Nigel actually tweeted saying, "This is just plain wrong at every level. I stand with Gina Miller." I think I somehow get a vibe of a little bit of sarcasm there as well. But the reason this happened was because Monzo, it's their fault. It's the bank's fault, by the way. They've come out to now explain why they closed Gina Miller's party's bank account. They said, "Oh, it's because we don't deal with political parties." Okay. Firstly, as a capitalist, I agree that businesses should make their own decisions, right? If you don't want to serve a customer, you don't serve a customer. Certain things should be almost a fundamental right, especially when it comes to individual citizens having the right to have a bank account. You cannot be oppressed by the banking system, so the government has to get involved because the banking system is essentially involved with the government anyway. It's a public institution. But at the same time, even if I go with the idea of, well, banks should make up their own decisions, they still have to be honest. They still have to be clear about it. They allowed her and her party to open a bank account, and she has mentioned it in the, well, you have to mention in the application form that you're a political party. Suddenly they've come out to say, "Oh, we didn't know it was a party. Now we know. Now we just decided to close it." I'm also getting a bit of a, I don't know, distraction tactic here. That it feels like the timing of it is quite interesting because The Guardian made a big deal out of this. Gina Miller said, "My fear for democracy over closure of our vote true and fair business bank accounts," right? It feels like just because it's happened to Nigel Farage and now the whole issue is coming out, suddenly the establishment are creating scenarios to show, hey, this could also happen to someone like Gina Miller. To make it seem like it's not an attack on right-wingers. It's just my opinion, but it just feels like it. The timing of it is weird, right? But there's a statement from True and Fair Party. It's a terrible, terrible name for a political party. It's saying, when setting up the True and Fair Party, party leader Gina Miller, on her own, was rejected by most banks, which refused on the grounds of the organization being a political party. Fair enough. While Monzo accepted the party's application to open an account in November 2021, the bank sent a notice of closure on the 13th of July 2023. The bank account, the party's account would be closed on the 13th of September 2023. Initially, the bank refused to offer the party any explanation of their decision. However, when contacted by journalists, the bank apologized and admitted that they do not offer bank accounts to political parties and therefore made a mistake in accepting the True and Fair Party's application for an account. Monzo claims that it was not clear that it was a political party account, even though the website and the email address used in the original bank account application made it plain. Yeah, I agree with this. But this situation is bigger than just one bank. True and Fair Party leader Gina Miller, this is their own statement, by the way. They keep mentioning her name. The leader says, "Cleaning up politics is a key commitment of the True and Fair Party. UK banks have an important duty to guard against corruption, bribery and money laundering. However, it seems that these institutions are overzealously misusing the rules around politically exposed people and parties. The FCA and the government must urgently investigate and act. We no longer live in a functioning democracy if banking facilities and financial services can be denied or removed from political parties and political individuals. Oh, I'm absolutely loving this. Gina, dear Gina, this is your fault. Your beloved European Union pushed for these policies around politically exposed people. You were supporting it until this now happened to you. It's the European Union who are making so many restrictions, and also at times our own Westminster governments, right? But she is a liberal metropolitan elite idiot. And these people want more big government. They want more bureaucracy. You do realize the outcome of that will be this. I don't understand. There was a saying that the more you become academic, then the more you think you're becoming more academically intelligent, the more stupid you're becoming, actually. So the ordinary people up and down the country, in small towns and villages, the farmers and everybody else who get attacked by the city folks saying, oh, they're just stupid. They voted Brexit. They're just backwards people. I can assure you, those people, Middle England, they are smarter than Gina Miller. They don't get it. They completely miss a point of you supported an institution and you supported the political ideology that created this chaos, and now you're saying, I want to clean up politics. Yeah, but this is your mess. Your people, you people, yeah, all of you. The types that have been pushing for this Blairism in our country, and now you're angry. Also, she's coming out to say, oh, we want to, what was it, clean up politics and corruption and I'm guessing, well, centralization of big government. Again, your solution is more that. You're not pushing for small government. You're not pushing for localism and decentralization. You're an idiot. That's all I can say. I mean, at times, some of these people are smart enough to be liars. They lie to us. But I do not want to give too much credit to Gina Miller for being that smart, to be a liar. She's just delusional. The fact that she's had a political party for 2 years and no one knows about, that tells you a lot. I mean, it's absolutely embarrassing. But it's the liberals. Oh, the liberals. Anyway, let me know what you think about this video. I'm Mahyar Tousi, and we are the media.